Hello everyone, it has been a long time. It has been too long, and for that, I apologize. We have gotten way behind on mail because we got way behind on everything else. But with vlogs caught up, we are now resuming mail. We have not opened the mail. We have mail from May, which is what today's mail video is, and we are going to be opening up the mail and trying to get it out. One mail video in November, fingers crossed, the rest of the mail in December. So it's going to be a busy month, but we're going to try and do it. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started on the mail that you guys sent to us in May. First letter is from
Patrick in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Hey StephenMail, before I get to my question, I just want to say that I'm a really big fan. Your videos always cheer me up when I get home from school. One question though, I'm having a really hard time with school right now. I won't bore you with details, but I just wanted to ask if either of you had a hard time in middle school. My mom told me it was the hardest point in her life, but it feels like there's one problem after another. So if either of you had a hard time, could you tell me how or if you got over it? Thanks, from Patrick. Well, first off, this was from May, so Patrick is now graduated, which is going to be a theme in this mail video. There's going to be a lot of things that have passed, and we apologize for that. But middle school is a hard time anyway. It's a transitional period, going from being a child to being I guess an adult, teenager, but an adult, and you're right in that middle space, and it's weird. It's like being Jan on the Brady Bunch. Which is now an analogy that not many people are going to be able to follow. Jan was the middle one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Otherwise, that wouldn't make very much sense. So yeah, it's going to be difficult in and of itself. As far as like us, did you have any particular moments in middle school that like...
I think elementary I had a worse time, and high school I thought was pretty rough. Like freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah, I mean, well, transitioning out of middle school and into high school, I think is going to be difficult.
I don't remember anything that stood out about middle school for me.
I don't know. It is the smallest of the schoolings because you have 5 years elementary.
6. Kindergarten.
6. I don't have that many fingers. 6 elementary, and then 3 middle,
4.
and then 4 in high school. So it's just a weird little middle period. Just keep on trucking because high school gets better.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, because you start getting a lot more responsibilities. You start being able to do things like drive. I mean, there's a lot. The world kind of opens up for you in high school, so just keep on keeping on, Patrick.
Our next letter is from Eli in Nashville, Indiana.
Not Tennessee. In Indiana. Anyway, hi once again, and welcome to my horrible handwriting. I have to ask a rather important question, though, and that is, what did you both do to study for final exams in high school? Sincerely, Eli. For particularly tough stuff, I made flashcards.
I just read through the material like every night a week beforehand.
Well, good. I did that too a little bit, but for the most part, I'd say that if it was something that was really hard, like really difficult, and I knew, especially if it was like, not math or anything, but like terms, like you had to know this means this means this, whatever, I would write flashcards, and then I would get one of my parents to like call them out to me or whatever, and that's how we would study, and that method was very effective. I mean, if I did that and I could get to the point where I knew all the material like that, if I knew the material that was going to be on the exam, I normally aced it. So, I mean, of course, it has to be a term exam with that kind of stuff on it. If it's math, you're just kind of screwed.
Our next letter is from Kendell in Sandpoint, Idaho.
And Kendall writes, Dear StephenMail, my name is Kendall and I am 6. My little brother is Joshua. We love watching your videos. We have Mario Kart Wii. What is your most favorite game? Your videos are cool. Thank you for making them. From Kendall. Mal, what is your most favorite game?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Historically, you've always told me Mother 3.
Yeah, Mother 3 is good.
My favorite game is Earthbound.
Yeah.
But everyone, I can never surprise anyone with that. You probably have another game that's right up there with Mother 3. I know that you really like Okage.
I really like Chula.
You really like Tulip. Those are probably your top 3.
Yeah. I
also really like the Donkey Kong Country series. And actually, on the back, Kendall drew us a picture, and it's Mal and I with the kitties. And then over here is a TV, and it has Peach on it. So I believe that we're playing
Mario Kart.
Probably Mario Kart. Thank you, Kendall.
Our next letter is from Joseph in Portland, Oregon.
It is the best. It is a tiny slip of paper that says hello, and includes a swamp. That's it.
Our next letter is coming from Grant in Post Falls, Idaho.
And Grant says, my name is Grant. I am 15 years old. I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I have a friend who would love a shout out. His name is Taylor Hunt. Taylor! Hey, what's up? His favorite vlog is the I Am Dan vlog. Also, Stephen, in one of your vlogs, you said that you and Mayo were going to play through and do a Let's Play of Resident Evil 5, which at this point now we've done. But he says, you two should take turns playing Resident Evil 4 because it is a super fun game. Included is a late birthday gift for you and Mayo. Your fan, Grant, also known as Nintendo Nerd 3DS. And Grant actually sent us $1 million. So, Grant, I appreciate it. This will go to extremely good use. Apparently, Rutherford B. Hayes is on the $1 million bill, which is an odd choice for the $1 million bill, but cool nonetheless. Grant, thank you for the letter.
Our next letter is coming from Emily in Endicott, New York.
And Emily says, Dear Stephen and Mayo, hi! Not making that up, it says hi. I've been sitting here not knowing how to start the letter, so I'm going to start it like this. I finished my first year of college a little more than a week ago. I've been thinking about all the change this year. There's been good change, bad change, and just change. Did either of you think about stuff like this after your first year of college? Yeah, that is I mean, we were just talking about the transitional period that middle school is, but college is a huge one. Just getting to college in and of itself is a huge transition. That first year is a huge transition, and when you come out of that first year, you are not the same person as you were when you went in, because there's so many responsibilities that are thrust upon you, especially if you're living on campus.
And like, it's like your first time living away from family.
There's so much, and like there's so much that goes on in your life because of that. Like there's so many different changes, and just the type of schooling that college is completely different. Like you cannot explain to someone in high school what college is like. It's so you're on your own schedule. You gotta wake up and do your own thing, and generally
you eat what you want when you want.
Yeah, like it's so weird because you're going from one lifestyle to another. So yeah, I totally get that. It gets easier, and by the time you're a senior in college, you'll be like, get me out of this place. But the first year is really fun. Anyway, I know this is a little after the fact, but huge congratulations on finishing Skyrim. I didn't watch from day one, but when I started watching, I cut up rather quickly and I was amazed at the end credit stats. Well, thank you. Also, it's funny because she said this is a little after the fact. Little did she know
it would be a lot longer.
This would be a lot longer after the fact. Anyway, I had a lot of fun going to PAX East. I had never been to any kind of convention before and never really been anywhere like that alone. Meeting you guys was definitely my favorite part of the trip. And we got a chance to meet Emily at PAX. If I have a picture, I'll put it up here.
There's a picture.
Okay, I know there's pictures. It's just if I can find the pictures. If I can find the pictures, I'll put it up now. I'm also excited for the Mario Kart 8 videos. I'm on Team Mayo for it, as I was for the Mario Kart LP. Hope both of you had a good day. Emily. Well, thank you, Emily. And I guess Mario Kart 8 is also out by this point. But
yeah, but there's DLC.
There is. Okay, so it's kind of
relevant.
Recent. It's kind of, yeah. The Mario Kart 8 videos, which just came out like a week ago, and then a lot of them that came out before that.
Our next letter is from Kelsey in Weston, Massachusetts.
And Kelsey says, Dear Stephen and Mayo, this is my first time writing to you. My name is Kelsey and I'm in the 7th grade. I remember meeting you at PAX East. Mayo, I wanted to know, why did you want to become an art teacher?
I had a really cool professor in college, and he was my photography professor, and...
Guillermo?
Closer. Guillermo.
That was pretty close. I remembered something. That's good.
Took you a minute.
Yeah, it did.
But he was a really cool guy. He was from Chile and had the best stories, and I thought he was a fantastic teacher, and I wanted to be like him. So my second year into college, I was like, art education, and I had to switch schools and leave that school where he was. So,
but you did become an art teacher.
I did.
I just want to say that you guys made me want to start doing Let's Plays, and my first one is Monarch of Madness, which is a good choice. Thanks again. P.S. There's a picture of Ness I drew attached, and then we see a little picture of Ness right here, which is pretty cool. And P.P.S. Do you guys have a Sega Genesis portable player? Because if you don't, I would be happy to send it to you. I don't know what that is, actually. I have never heard of a Sega Genesis portable player, unless you're talking about the Nomad. There's a system called a Nomad, which is basically a handheld Sega Genesis, made by Sega around the time that they made the Genesis. But
one of my friends had one.
They're neat. It would have been like having a Super Nintendo in your pocket, which is a cool concept.
It's pretty big.
It's big, and it runs on like a jillion batteries.
It is a jillion batteries.
But it's a cool concept. Anyway, from Kelsey, aka Mrs. Video Games and More. Kelsey, thank you very much.
Our next letter is coming from Julie in Searsport, Maine.
And Julie actually opens her letter by saying it's Juju-chan. She wants to be called Juju-chan. So Juju-chan wrote a letter which unfortunately is no longer relevant at all to the timing. So we're going to skip it and just show off her art, because she actually sent some pretty cool art. And she sent a picture of a rose and then also a leaf. So thank you, Juju-chan. Almost called you Julie. You want to be called Juju-chan.
Our next letter is from Joshua in Robertsdale, Alabama.
And Joshua says, Dear Stephen, I've been a big fan of your content from Stephen Plays and StephenVlog, and over the time that I've been watching your videos, I've noticed that you and Mao have always been really enthusiastic about the vlogs and in the Let's Plays. Also, can you say the Jitters voice from your Leaf Green Let's Play on camera? I'm Jitters. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm a big fan of your work, and that I hope you and Mao are doing well. Sincerely, Joshua. Joshua, thank you for the letter.
Our next letter is from Chrissy in Patton, Missouri.
And Chrissy has sent us mail before. In fact, she opens her letter by saying, It's me, Chrissy, again. I'm almost out of school for the summer.
Back in now.
Yeah, probably now. And next year, I will be a junior in high school. So congrats on being a junior. Congrats on finishing almost the first semester being a junior. I'm already applying for colleges. I think I will be going to the Art Institute of St. Louis. Anyway, enjoy Jitters and Trevor Phillips, your Missouri fan, Chrissy. And there is art of Jitters, which I'm not doing the voice again, I did it once this video. And there is fan art of Trevor Phillips. It says, one does not simply make Trevor Phillips angry. And it's Trevor Phillips holding a gun, which is pretty fantastic. And there's also the GTA 5 logo down here. Chrissy, thank you so much.
Our next letter is from Roman in Argyle, Texas.
Roman says, It's me again, and in my opinion, it's been too long. On Skyrim, I've noticed that you've changed things up a bit with a role shift. Instead of Argyle being the hero, Faendal is the hero and Argyle is the idiot. Also, Argyle isn't just an Argonian or pattern, but it's also a city in Texas, which is where I'm from. And finally, have you or Mao ever heard of an anime-esque show called Code Lyoko? Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I've heard of it, and I know what it looks like in my mind. Like I've seen. It's not just I've heard the series. I associate it with like a character or something because I can think of it in my head. Anyway, Roman recommends that we check out the show if we have not. Sincerely, Roman. Roman, thank you very much, and thank you for being from a city that has a really cool name. I associate it with lizards.
Our next letter is from Justin in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
And Justin says, My name is Justin, and I've been watching you guys since day one. I do have a question for you, though. Mal, what is your favorite thing to do in The Sims?
I don't know.
Drown them. All of them. All the time. Burn them.
I like to see what the most ridiculous thing you can do is.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. Good.
Like, there was one time I was playing The Sims 3, and then, you know, you have a ghost, and you can have the ghost have a relationship with a not ghost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you have a ghost baby.
What? You can have a ghost baby?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was something you could do. Are you telling me that your favorite thing to do in The Sims 3 is make ghost babies?
No, it was just something weird I found that I tried.
Okay.
And I also had a glitch where the baby was like adult size and had like these really stretched out legs and arms.
I've seen that.
And like the baby head still.
That.
I have a screenshot on my computer.
I know. I've seen that before. That's nightmare fuel right there. Anyway. Also, Stephen, have you ever considered doing a Let's Play or First 20 of Mario Party 9? Hope you have a good day. Sincerely, Justin. We have been going through the Mario parties with Emil, and I know it's very slow, and we only do one every time we see him, but that trend will continue, and next time we see him, we'll do Mario Party 4. So eventually,
I like 4.
Eventually, we will get to 9. So look forward to that. Anyway, Justin, thank you for the letter.
Our next letter is from Brian in Clayton, North Carolina.
All right. Hi, Steven. My name is Brian, or Squeak Leader on YouTube. I'm 12 years old, and I love your channels, especially Nintendo Speaks. It's nice to have a Nintendo fan. I'm now watching BattleBlock Theater. I'm such a big fan of your channels, and I want to thank you and Mal for entertaining me whenever I feel bored. Do you ever play Castle Crashers or Conquer before? And can you give me advice of which capture card is good for a Let's Play of the Xbox 360? Really appreciate it. Thank you again for entertaining me. Sincerely, Brian. I have played a little Castle Crashers before. In fact, we did a Demo Fridays with Emil early on when Demo Fridays was like just kind of being born. If you search Stephen Plays for Castle Crashers, it should come up. As far as Conquer, I have played a little of Conquer's Bad Fur Day. I haven't played a lot. I own it, I just haven't played very much of it. That's a game that I would like to play more of because it's known, like it has a big reputation. It's also become incredibly valuable in the past few years. Like the carts are going for like $80 to $100, which is insane.
Conquer would be a good name for a cat.
Conquer would be a good name for a cat. I mean, he's a squirrel, but yeah, whatever. It would work. As far as the capture card device, I recommend the Elgato to most people because it's just so easy to use. It just works. You hook it up and it just works. And now they have a new model out, the HD60, which means that the older one is even cheaper. So I would recommend looking at that. And Brian also sent us a few images from BattleBlock. So there's one that says 200,000. That's a lot of gems. And then the little duck thing says not enough. Give me gems. And then we also have a picture of some Mother 3 art, which is really cool. Anyway, Brian, thank you so much.
Our last letter is from Chloe in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And Chloe has sent us something before. In fact, Chloe opens her letter by saying, "Hi again, Chloe here. I really enjoy watching the mail videos. In fact, the last time I sent you a letter, I included a painting that I did with metallic watercolors." And I remember that because we actually were looking at it and we're like, what is this strange thing? Because I had never seen metallic watercolors before. I didn't know it was a thing. It blew my mind. I was like, it's painted, but it's shiny. I didn't know that existed. Anyway, sincerely, Chloe. And Chloe wrote on the back that her birthday was on May 31st and she got Paper Mario Sticker Star and that she really loves the game. And Chloe also includes a lot of additional drawings and such. She gave me a sticker that says this was as close to Blathers as I could get. So Chloe's a fan of Animal Crossing. This is Celeste, who is also from Animal Crossing, and that was for Mao. And then we've got two different things here. This says Link Bear, and it's Link as a bear, and he is saying derp, which I love. And then over there we have a really cool, like, starry night scene, which is pretty sweet.
It has my name in the stars twice.
Oh yeah! That's really cool. Chloe, thank you very much for the letter.
Our first package is coming from the Netherlands.
And it doesn't have a return address on it, but in a minute we'll have this sucker open, then we will know what's inside. Oh, hey, okay. So there's a lot of cards falling out, some art. Is there anything else in here? Could also be a hand puppet. Hello. I'm not a very good hand puppet. Why are his eyes on the inside of his mouth? Hello, everyone. Cheerio. I'm suddenly British for some reason. Woo! Hi, Stephen and Mallory. On YouTube, my name is 05Nataku, but in real life, it's Kimmy. I'm from the Netherlands in Europe. I found your channels last year and enjoy the videos very much. You two are so sweet, and it really feels like we're friends without having ever met. Because of your vlogs, I'm considering playing Magic and finally got the courage to start my own vlog. I'm not so good at art, but I drew you guys a cat. I've also included some trading cards. So here is the cat that Kimmy drew, and it's baby Rocco, sort of. And this is really freaking cute. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's really cute, especially with the little butterfly on the tail. And then there's also a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and there's a Dragon Ball Z card, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender apparently has a trading card game, which I did not know existed. And there's also a few spare card sleeves. And on the other side, it says, P.S. also sending my special recipe for roasty. Roasty? Roasty. Roasty? Stay awesome in all you do. Greetings, Kimmy. And there's a recipe for roasty a la Kimmy. This is roasty. Okay, so we just looked it up, and apparently roasty is hash browns.
Basically.
Basically. It's a potato dish where they're cut thin and fried.
Like hash browns. Like
hash browns. And the pictures that we were looking up online, it's hash browns. It's what they apparently call hash browns in the Netherlands. So you use roasty, or hash browns, cheese, meat, vegetables, etc. So that's cool. And also we learned something new today. And Kimmy, if you're watching, you probably learned something too. That in the US, we call what you call roasty hash browns. So much knowledge flowing around. Anyway, Kimmy, thank you so much for the letter. Our next package is from Lucas in Hazlitt, Michigan. Pull that out, Mal.
Letor.
Letor. Let me open Letor. Stephen and Mal, I wrote to you during August of last year, so naturally, here's another letter. Let me start by saying that your videos are addicting as fudge. My friend caught me watching you play The Last of Us, and he's been hooked ever since. It was very interesting how the series played out, sort of like a television drama. I want to personally thank you for introducing my friend and I to such an awesome game. On a different note, my mother saw the vlog where you talked about your chest pain, and it sounded like she was very concerned about your health. If you could provide us with an update on that, it would kind of reassure her a bit. Well, last Christmas-ish, last December, last November, I was having a lot of issues. I was having a lot of chest pains, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse, and I eventually went to the ER, which started a long journey of going to the doctor a lot, doing a lot of tests, and them ultimately telling me that there was nothing wrong with me, and that they felt strongly that everything was related to stress, and that I was essentially killing myself with stress. So I got a better hold of my stress. Understanding that it was stress and not a problem, that alone made the stress come way down. And then trying to really analyze what it is I take on, you know, make sure I'm not doing too much work, and making sure I can always handle whatever it is I'm doing, I've been a lot better. And my chest pain this year has been, I mean, almost non-existent. It's been really nice. And I know that if I start getting chest pain, then I'm stressed. And that's when I can say, you know what? Gotta take a time out, let's eat some gelato. And then everything...
You want some gelato?
I'm not stressed right now, so no. Although I do like gelato. Anyway, I wasn't sure what to send you guys this time, so I dug through my basement and found a copy of Zuzu Pets featuring the Wild Bunch. I have never heard of this game. Zuzu Pets, featuring the Wild Bunch. This was a game my sister received for her birthday but never played. Maybe you could get more use out of it than we did. Keep them videos coming. From Lucas, aka Zeigler131. Lucas, thank you so much for the letter, and also for Zuzu Pets, a game by Activision. Looks interesting. Thanks. Next up, we have another package from Henrico, Virginia. Open her up, Mal.
It is a wrapped gift.
Ooh, that's cool. Sounds like a disc. Is that the only thing in there?
That's the only thing in there.
Okay. Also, it's like taped shut, so I'm gonna cheat.
Don't hurt yourself.
Now, have I ever... No, I'm kidding.
You scared me.
Have I ever hurt myself before? Don't answer that, please. That would be bad. All right, so in here we have a leather. That could also be a puppet. Just wanted to say, everything is a puppet. Ooh!
Ooh! I wanted to play this.
Mal got really excited. There's a copy of Alice Madness Returns in here. This is a game that has intrigued Mal before. Mal's actually talked about this. And
I watched a friend play through the first one on
Yeah,
PC.
this is a sequel. There was the first one was released on PC a long time ago, and then they made a sequel to it. Anyway, okay, let's get to the letter. Happy unbirthday! Enjoy these two games. If the ticket to unlock American McGee's Alice isn't in there, then I think it's available as a DLC. Oh, okay, so this actually... Oh yeah, this actually comes with the original as well. That's really cool. They are platformer, action-adventure, psychological horror games, and they're pretty good. And in the second game, scenery plays a role in storytelling in Chapter 5. Other than that, it is what people on the internet call scenery porn. To get the best experience, just take it all in. There are some very easily missable items, so check the back if you want for a guide. Reading the Lewis Carroll books is very important as well because there are references. Anyway, I hope you and Mao enjoy these games. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And there's something at the bottom here. If I'm careful. And easy to miss collectibles in American McGee's Alice. So there's actually a bunch of different kind of like little guide things here to help us if we get stuck. That's cool. Now, I have not read the book.
The original? Like,
but I know you have, so you would probably really enjoy that because it's basically taking that world, which is already really twisted. I know they did, Disney's the one that did the version of it where it's trippy, but it's not. It's not like it was in the book, right?
Yeah.
And the book is like really messed up. So basically, they're taking it from the book and kind of bringing that to life. That's really cool. I think that's a really, really cool concept. And the name on the leather just says Mayo. So there's no other name in here. So Mayo, thank you very much for the game. We appreciate that. Our next package is from Quentin in Iola, Kansas, which apparently is running for most vowels used in a short amount of space. You have that open?
Yes, I do.
And oh, wow. Okay, awesome. Right off the top, we see a copy of Heavy Rain, which is often cited as one of the biggest, I guess, storytelling games of, I want to say, of all time, and it may be accurate to say that. It's an incredible look into storytelling in video gaming because it's, you know, very complex, very in-depth. And this company that made this, they made another one. Beyond Two Evil? Beyond Two Goods?
Souls?
Is it something Beyond Two Souls or something like that? Anyway, let's get to the leather. Dear Stephen and Mal, I will start by saying how I found your channel. It was back in 2010 through Chugga Conroy. I watched him for about a year. I did a YouTube search of Chugga Conroy in real life, and the first video I saw was yours. So I started watching and you mentioned The Journey, so I thought, why not? That is arguably the best decision I've ever made on the internet. In this leather, I've included one of my sister's drawings. She is only 11 and in my opinion is really good at it. She is really good at it. The video game I've included is Heavy Rain, arguably one of the best PlayStation exclusives. I like it because you make your own story and there are so many different ways to play it. The other item I have included is some difficult sheet music I am learning for Kansas State District Band. I play the trumpet. I thought Mal would appreciate it being a fellow band geek herself. My marching band is actually going to San Antonio, Texas in December to play at the Alamo Bowl. It will be awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Man, trumpets have a lot of flats and sharps. That's 72 beats a minute. It's pretty slow. It's andante.
I didn't read that part. I also
didn't read it was 2 beats in a measure.
I also can't read music, so that should have tipped you off right there. Anyway, I have never written a letter to a YouTuber before, so I thought I would write a letter to the best one. Thank you, I appreciate that. Love you guys. Peace out. Sincerely, Quentin. Quentin, thank you so much for the letter, and thank you for Heavy Rain. That's a game that I'm honestly surprised that we haven't picked up at this point because it is, you know, it's often regarded as a really great storytelling game.
They call that critically acclaimed.
It is a critically acclaimed game. It is. It really is. And I can't think of the other game that company made, but they made another game recently, and I can't think of it. But it's like Beyond Two Souls or something. I think that might be the title. Anyway, thank you for the leather. Next up is a package from Braxton in Byhalia, Mississippi. You got it open?
Yes. Here's your letter.
Letter, which I will start opening. What other cool stuff is
There's
in there?
a PS3's Essential Collection of BioShock, Borderlands, and XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Also, I didn't know that they did that kind of thing, like that kind of packaging like that. Putting the... Are they all made... Oh, they're all made by 2K. Oh, I was like, why are all these games here? I didn't, wait, Borderlands is by 2K? Is it? I guess it is. I don't know. I don't know these things. That's cool. Okay, let's get to the letter. Dear StephenMail, I want to first off say thank you for your wonderful videos. Not only do they provide entertainment for me to sit down and watch them for the first time, or videos I can rewatch every few months to enjoy them all over again, but they also give me a healthy view of what I want life to be after I get out of college. I became a Stephenite after watching y'all two race in the Mario Kart Double Dash tournament and checking out Stephen Plays, naturally becoming interested in your vlogs and becoming hooked along the way. Watching you has educated me on many different games and such, like this Comic New. Oh yeah, we talked about that once. It's basically Comic Sans that doesn't suck.
Okay.
There was a typographer that like redid it, which is cool. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, including strengthening my love for Earthbound and getting me deep into Magic the Gathering and making my friends dislike me for loving Red. That's my man. Red is the way to go. I find it very inspiring how y'all have shared your lives with all of us and have given so many people, myself included, such a high example of how to live life and be a good person. God bless both of you, Sagan and Kepler too, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? God bless our oven. Braxton. P.S. I added this funny design I thought you would appreciate. I mean, it has become a staple of your vlogs. Feel free to use for the cookbook, or even if you turn the cookbook into another channel where you actually cook the recipe should you wish to. Braxton, thank you so much. And also that's funny. We've done parodies and stuff of this in the past as well, and sometimes it feels like StephenVlog is really just Stephen. Sometimes it's just doofnapets. Doofnapets.
Just move on.
Doofnapets. Sorry. Thank you. Next up we have a package from Jake in Londonderry, New Hampshire, which is probably one of the coolest city names I've ever heard. Londonderry.
Open pictures first.
Open pictures first. Okay, so don't look at this yet.
Maybe this?
This is in the picture.
These are pictures.
These are pictures. That's awesome! We'll hold our respective ones. We have anime versions of ourselves. And I'm in a hat. And Mallory's just Mallory.
They actually went, and the straps of my outfit are straps of one of my backpack purses.
Wow, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's very cool. Thank you, Jake. We should probably get to, like, the actual letter. Dear Stephen and Mal. Hey guys, what's up? I'm writing this while watching the March 2014 StephenMail and laughing at the fun song. The F is for friends that do stuff together, U is for I will stop. Wait, I forgot. Hi, it's Jake again. Anyway, hey guys, at this point in time, I'm 700 episodes into the beginning vlogs. Man, your college years looked fun! You get it? F is for... I'm sorry. I included a character/doll thing that reminded me of Little Big Planet characters. Man, I can't believe that Let's Play was over a year ago. At this point, I guess it was over 2 years ago. Oh, they do look like it. That's really cool. That's awesome. Oh, it's like a little... Oh, you can... Is that a suction cup?
Yes.
You can, like, stick it somewhere? You could put it in the car and it could freak out people behind you. Be like, ah, what'd they do? They were like a mummified child. Maybe, maybe not. Stephen, I also got you a DVD that I had to get for you after I watched day 177. It's out there. Oh man, that's awesome! Thank you so much! It's Furry Curry. Furry Curry is amazing. And yes, it is out there. It is one of the most out there animes I've ever seen, but if you've never seen this before, even if you're not an anime fan, I would recommend this to you because, like, Furry Curry's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good. It is out there. It'll make your head explode. Which I think also happens in there at some point. Anyway, thanks for giving this 17-year-old a place I can enjoy. YouTube is my home and Let's Players like you guys are my inspiration. Thanks for everything, guys. Seriously, I only wish I could show my appreciation for you guys more. From Jake. Jake, thank you so much. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of nice stuff. And actually, I think, yeah, Jake also mentions that the doll was from Italy. So cool. Jake went there for spring break. That is really cool. So this is a little Italian doll. My name is Ezio Auditore de Firenze, and I'ma stab you. Ah, you've been assassinated. I just finished playing Assassin's Creed 2, so that's kind of on my mind. Anyway, Jake, thank you so much for the letter. Our last package of the day is from Aaron in Mississauga, Ontario. Ontario. Is there? It goes either way, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. When we were in, where were we? We were in Nevada, and I was talking about that. How sometimes people say Nevada, sometimes people say Nevada, and a lot of people from Nevada told me it was Nevada, and it was not Nevada. So. Just saying. Before we jump into there, let's get started on the letter. Dear Stephen and Mallory, hello, my name is Aaron and I have become an avid watcher of the vlogs and have also started my own vlogs. If you want to put a face to my name, just look for Aaron's Vlogs and this symbol. And he actually draws a picture of his avatar, which helped a lot because I immediately identified his avatar on the channels. I'm like, oh wait, now I know who you are. So maybe in the future people should draw their avatars when they send something. Anyway, I first started to watch Smosh when they were just starting to make videos, and then years after I got into video game videos and I ended up finding Nintendo Capri Sun. Then I thought, what's Nintendo Capri Sun look like? So I tried to find out and I found your video. I watched the vlog and then searched more and then I was hooked. Now I watch them every day and I've also completed the journey. In this package are 3 Pokemon figures that I made myself. One is Skitty for Mao, one is Venusaur for you, and the third is a rarity among rarities. Now that I have rambled on for an hour, I will ask 1 or 2 questions and end the letter. For Mao, what was the one item that has the most sentimental value to you that you still have from childhood?
Stuffed animal I have called Little Kitty.
Things like falling apart?
Yes.
Little Kitty, and it's like...
Shush.
Aaron said that, Stephen, I know yours is your Earthbound guide. True. That's a good one, but I also had something similar. I had a blanket when I was a kid, and I actually don't know if I still have it. But for a long time, it was a sentimental thing, and I think we do still have it. It's just kind of tattered and torn. Anyway.
And you made fun of Little Kitty.
Sorry. I took that blanket with me everywhere. It was Blanky. It was Blanky.
I took Little Kitty everywhere.
I had a security blanket. That's what they call that. Anyway, Aaron says that his is a bracelet that he's had since kindergarten. The other question is, what small pet would you consider getting? Like, if we were going to get a small pet, what would we get? Examples include rats, mice, hamsters, snakes, frogs, etc.
Chameleon.
A lizard. I think lizards are cool, although I wouldn't want a small lizard, I think. I think
you wouldn't want an anole because they run rampant around here anyway?
Yeah, but I would want like a monitor lizard that gets like 3 or 4 feet long that I could put on a leash and walk.
And what would we do with a monitor lizard?
I don't know. We'd let Kepler ride him. I don't... Giddy up! Giddy up, monitor lizard! Sorry. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to read this from Aaron. Aaron, thank you so much for the letter. And we haven't actually looked at the package yet. So there's a picture of a gorilla in here as well, which is pretty well done. Very nice. And then we also have... I
don't know which ones are which ones.
Okay, so there are some...
Or if there's anything in that one.
No, there is. There is. This is Skitty. Look at that. It's a little Skitty figurine. Cute. That's really... You did a really good job, Aaron. Wow. Very nice. I'll set that there. And then there's another one in here. Oh, there's Venusaur. And it looks like a tiny part of Venusaur did not survive. It looks like he lost one of his petals, which goes right there. Although that can be glued back, no problem. That's very well done. Oh, and some of the leaf. He's got a lot of... There's a lot going on Venusaur, though. He's got a lot of parts. That's awesome. Look at that. This is so well done. Good job. And there's so much detail on the leaves there, too. It's very good. And then we don't know what the other one is. It's a rarity among rarities. It is... Oh, it's Mew!
Oh.
Mew! That's what it does in Pokemon Snap, and then also... Smash Brothers. In Smash Brothers, you get excited. It was so, I don't know if you did this when you were a kid, but when Mew would come out of a Pokeball, like we would like pause the game and look at it because it was so like random for it to happen. We'd be like, oh man, look. And
like,
we would just stop the battle completely, be like, wow, look. And then everyone would be like, wow, that's Mew. And then we'd like zoom in on it. It's so weird because now if I saw that, I'd be like, doggone Mew. I was hoping for something that would kill the opponent. And I guess things have changed a little bit, but that's really awesome. A rarity among rarities. Aaron, thank you very much. These are all really, really cool. And I really love all the detail that you put into Venusaur. That's awesome. Anyway, for everyone that sent in mail in May, thank you so much, and we apologize. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how bad I have felt going into that room and seeing all the mail that I knew you guys had sent so long ago. I felt awful about it, but I also knew that I could not jump into mail without getting caught up because it would just prolong things
even longer.
Forever. But now we're doing our best. We're making a stand, and we are trying to keep caught up on the vlogs and also knock out mail because we've needed to do it for a long time. So if you send something in May, here it is! And thank you so much for sending it. If you send something in June, July, August, September, October, and November, it's apparently going to come in December. That's when we're going to try and get this stuff done. It's a lot of work, but we're going to get as much of the mail out in December as we can. Thank you guys for being patient. We really appreciate it, and look forward to more StephenMail in the very, 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 very near future.